everybody, my name is Lisa. Welcome back to this channel. If you're new here, I talk about my life in Brisbane as well as my travels on this channel. Hope you enjoyed the clips that I showed of my flight on Malaysia Airlines from Miri to Kuala Lumpur. It was the end of the Sarawak part of my trips, and I had booked a return business class trip from Kuala Lumpur Miri return as a treat, so that was the only business class flight of this trip. The staff told me that the business class lounge in Miri airport was closed, so I didn't get to experience that this time. The flight itself I felt was a bit delayed because we were waiting, it turned out, for some VVIP to turn up. But once we got going, I think we were able to make up some time. I really enjoyed this flight. Very comfortable seats. There were no personal entertainment screens, but that was okay because the flight wasn't very long. I think there is an option to download an app, but I was not prepared, so I didn't bother doing that. I think I might have slept for part of the trip as well. Food was pretty good, service was pretty good. I know that Malaysian society, sometimes it feels like we revere positions, hierarchy, and sometimes I think it's taken a bit too far. In Miri Airport, there is a dedicated check-in lane for business class. I had checked in online, but I needed to drop off my luggage, and I ended up being called to one of the economy class check-ins because there was a bit of a delay in the business class line. Arriving in Kuala Lumpur was pretty smooth. I picked up my luggage, then went to purchase a one-way to Kuala Lumpur by airport limousine. They say they call it airport limo, but it's just a car. If you've watched my previous video on the Kuala Lumpur to Miri leg, I did mention in that video that I'm still waiting on a refund from Malaysia Airlines for my international flight, which one part of it was cancelled. And there's not much of an update apart from I've joined a Facebook group for Malaysia Airlines complaints. Apparently it's now 200 members the last time I checked, and a handful of us have got positive outcomes, and I'm trying to keep positive. It's been a very draining experience trying to get this refund, which I'm rightfully owed, paid to me. And I'm getting some comfort from knowing there are others in a similar position, and also that there are customers who have received their refund. So that's encouraging for me. So I do feel that Malaysia Airlines domestically is worth trying out, and they're the only one at the moment that offers full service business class. I really enjoyed this flight, and I'd just like to say that the service from the ground crew, the in-flight crew was all very good, and I really hope to see Malaysia's national carrier turn around and get back on its feet in terms of customer service. I feel a bit sad reading all the complaints on the Facebook page, the official Facebook page of Malaysia Airlines, as well as the complaints shared in the Malaysia Airlines complaints group. And in a way, I feel like for me, what I'm waiting on is money, and it's a lot of money, but I kind of have to view that money can always be earned. The most important thing is that we all arrive safely to our destination. And I also want to share an experience about getting a refund from another company. I've had to cancel my trip to Hamilton Island this year because of a family commitment, and I submitted a request for a refund. I explained what had happened, and instead of changing dates, I would need to get a refund because I'm on a no travel year next year. And I received the money in my bank account. It was about $1,800, in 2 or 3 weeks. So there was a bit of delay between my request and them confirming the request had been approved. And I was expecting a bit of a longer wait. So I'm actually really pleased with that outcome, and that's how it should be. And I then feel that I am encouraged to book there again in the future, and I'm looking forward to that time. I was dropped off at Miri Airport by my brother. He was kind enough to take me there, picking me up from the hotel where we had breakfast and then dropping me off at Miri Airport. I don't know what I'd do if I didn't have family to drive me around in Miri. I feel like maybe the next option would be to hire a car. Miri is not, from what I've seen, there's not a lot of public transport available, and it seems like the expectation is that everyone would have family to come pick them up, or if they were there for work, the company would send a driver, for example. At KLIA, I knew that there would be an airport limo service, so that was fairly straightforward. I just went to the counter, told them my destination hotel, got a ticket, and then went to line up in the queue, and that was it. That's very straightforward. KLIA is situated quite far from Kuala Lumpur city center, so if you are flying into Kuala Lumpur International Airport, that's something to be mindful of. The options are getting the airport limo, getting a Grab, and also taking the train. Those options are if you don't have friends or family picking you up. If you made it this far, please consider subscribing. I'd love to have you here. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!